Hello, hello. May peace and blessings be with you. It is my pleasure to have Kelley Gatewood from Simply No Regrets with us today. You are about to listen in to an energizing conversation between two wild women
Wild women.
who are living on the edge.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Kelley, so excited to have you here. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and about your current adventures. Actually, just tell us a little bit, about who you are, what you do in the world, and what adventure are you on at the moment.
At the moment, yeah, because it's always changing. So, yes, I am a truly digital nomad, and I travel around the country in my car. I have an SUV, and I just travel around the country and pet sit along the way or camp along the way and just find new adventures every day and kind of live outside my comfort zone, whether I want to or not, usually. And I found that by doing all of these things and posting stuff on social media, that people are coming along for the ride, and they're living vicariously through me. And so I decided that maybe I just need to make a business out of this and help more people, more women, to get outside their comfort zones. And so here I am. I am working as a digital creator and a life coach. Long way.
Love it. Love it. So, Kelley, when did you begin this journey? When did it all start for you?
Yeah, so I started May of last year. I left Austin, which is where I had been, Austin, Texas, which is where I had been living the last 5 years. And I took off and did 6 months along like the western third of the country. I went up from New Mexico to Montana, and then over to Washington and down the coast, and then came back home to Texas for the holidays. And then this year, I left around the middle of January, and I did, so far, I've done Houston and Galveston, kind of the south east part of Texas. And then I cut over to Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and I did the coast along Mississippi, went through Alabama, didn't really stop anywhere. And then I've been in Florida for all of March. And like the last week of February till now, and I leave Florida next Wednesday and head to South Carolina. That was exhausting.
I was going to say, you've covered a lot of ground in a very short period of time. So, Kelley, how did it all start for you? Did you plan your first trip, the first 6 months? Did you plan it out, or did you say, I'm just going to go to the first place and then see what happens from there? What was the process like?
Last year was new for me, and so I was a little more organized. I wanted to have an idea of where I was going. One thing that kind of dictates where I go are the national parks, because I want to hit as many of those as I can. And on the west side, there's tons of them. So it was a little easier to navigate because I could hit a bunch of them. This year, I'm kind of flying a little bit more by the seat of my pants. And I have a plan. I want to be in Maine like late July, hopefully through August, and kind of loop around like I've done with Florida, loop around the perimeter. But because I pet sit through Trusted House Sitters, which is like bartering pet sitting for lodging. So I rarely have to pay for lodging, which is a huge help because that's usually the most expensive part of traveling. Though in Washington State, gas was almost the most expensive part of traveling. But so I'm trying to have it scheduled about 2 months in advance. I'm good through, I think, the first week in May right now. I'll be in Maryland the first week of May. So I'm going to be close to you, getting there, getting
Yeah,
closer to
I'm
you.
so excited. We're gonna meet in person. It'll be so
We
awesome.
are. I will definitely make an effort to do that.
Yes.
So,
So Kelley, tell us a little bit about what prompted you to begin traveling.
to do all of this, it was totally just a God thing. Um, whenever I start feeling restless, I know to start listening because he's like, open your brain and let me in because something's gonna give. And so I guess the summer of 22, I started getting restless. I had been living at a place called Community First Village in Austin, which is the largest permanent housing village for the formerly homeless in the nation. And we have 500 tiny houses where the formerly homeless of Travis County live. And so I've been living there as a missional, which is like a live-in volunteer. And so it was an amazing experience, but it was pretty exhausting. And so over the summer, I started really getting restless and thinking, and I was thinking I needed to have a virtual job, which I had been a massage therapist for almost 30 years. And so I had no idea what I was going to do. And even when I left from my trip, I still had no idea what I was going to do, but it was in my brain. Anyway, so I was just driving to Dallas in October of 23 last year. Did I say 22? What is it? I can't even keep track of the years. 22. Yes,
22, yeah.
22. So I was driving to Dallas and I turned off the radio, and usually that's my time to just listen or have a conversation with God. And it just popped into my head that, yeah, you need to fulfill that bucket list. It's a really good time to fulfill that bucket list item of traveling the country for 6 months. And then I thought, well, why does it only have to be for 6 months? I could do it for 18 months if I sell my tiny house and am really frugal. And so that's what I planned. And so I sold my tiny house to an incoming missional and used part of that money for my travel. And from October until I left in May, I was planning and learning, different budget-friendly ways of lodging, all that stuff. And sold my house, sold it furnished, packed up my car, took some of my stuff to my daughter's house, left it in her garage, kept the rest, and took off. So yeah, it was not spur of the moment, but the decision was made like that. And I know, when I'm called to do something, I know when I know. Sometimes you question it, but when you know, you know. And I knew, so I just went with it.
So, Kelley, what was like the scary part in all of it? Were there any scary parts? Like, did you feel fear, anxiety?
A lot of people ask me that. Often because when I know that I'm supposed to be doing something, it's more excitement than fear because I know I'm on the right path. And so, I'm not going to crash and burn unless I do something stupid. So I try to be intentional about the whole thing. And I try to be as prepared as possible as far as, knowing things and knowing what to pack. And, when I go hiking, I have an app that texts 2 friends of mine and lets them know when I start the hike, and it texts them again and let them know when I'm done with the hike. I have a lot of safety things in place. I have 3 people who follow me on my iPhone. They know my location all the time, even though they usually forget that they have that. So I probably be missing for a week before anybody noticed. You would know before anybody because I see you more often than anybody. But so I don't really have a lot of fear. Sometimes I get anxious if I don't have a place set to sleep like when I leave somewhere in the morning, like on days when I travel. I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to plan where I'm going to sleep tonight because I'm going to make myself just wing it. But then I get really stressed out. So I need to learn that that's just something that I shouldn't be doing. And before I eat breakfast, I need to know where I'm sleeping that night. I don't need to know a week ahead, but I need to know that day. That's really the only thing that stresses me out.
Wow. And what has been the most energizing part of all of it?
All of it. I think just meeting new people and sharing my story and being outside. I like today, I'm about 1.5 miles from the beach. I'm in Amelia Island in Florida, and I have walked to the beach almost every day. And then I, walk a couple miles on the beach, and then I come home. So it's a good long walk, but I don't even know. I'm at the beach. I don't even notice, And being outside, it is really my time to think and to kind of clear my head and to brainstorm new ideas and let new ideas come in and be creative. And so I count it as work because it's when I come up with new ideas for work. So I'm on the clock.
That's right.
On the beach.
So, a lot of times, like I say, I'm living the dream, but when I see the stuff you post online, I'm just like, she's truly living the dream, man.
I cannot believe this life that I get to live. Yeah, I wake up every morning, I'm like, we're going to do this again today? Yes. And, starting a new business is super stressful. But I'm over a big hump as of today. And so today felt very light. And I'm going to give myself a couple of days before I tackle the next big project. But yeah, it was energizing. So that was another energizing thing. I think for me, and this is just what I teach too. When you get through a fearful situation and you come to the other side, it's amazing how much more confidence you come out of and how energized you are and you're ready to be at the next level of adventure, because you've conquered this one little mountain, so you're ready to go to the next mountain. And I love that feeling. And I want to help other people realize that feeling because it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And I just think that the amount of growth that happens in a short period of time, it is just like so amazing. It's so energizing. I feel like I'm personally addicted to that too.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I'm constantly, doing new things. Like I feel like I create so many different programs and things like that. I'm always experimenting. Right. And I know for a while, I never really thought of myself as a creative person. But now when I look at that, I'm just like, no, I'm very creative in just a very different way, with like technology and stuff. Yeah. So I love like when I'm seeing the reels you're posting, the videos that you're posting, how creative you're being and you're really like in your element. It's just so beautiful. You're trying new food, you're in new places, you're meeting people, and you're just having like so many different experiences. And I see the growth in you, so you and I have known each other for what? About 3 months now,
3
right?
months now, yeah.
Yeah. And I have watched you like cover a lot of ground, like physically and metaphorically, right?
Well, a lot of it is thanks to you. You are an amazing teacher and coach, just life coach in and of yourself. You are so supportive and have a huge, huge heart. So I appreciate you.
Kelley, I love what I do. I think it would be helpful for people to know how you and I know each other, right? So you wanna tell us?
Absolutely. So I am a digital nomad now and creating courses, online courses. And I had no idea how to go from wanting to create a course to actually having it online. I was a massage therapist. I mean, the only time I got online was to to send somebody an intake form. So I am like the beginner. And you have taught me in 12 weeks how to create a landing page and a lead magnet, how to get better on social media, how to create a course online, put it in your portal. I mean, you have taken me from baby steps all the way to my first paid course. And in 12 weeks, I mean, you're amazing. So yeah, I tell everybody about you who is online and is a digital creator, because we all need a Timmy in our life.
Yeah. Can you say that again? My husband's listening.
Yes. Did you hear that?
He just happened to walk by. I'm
That's
like,
your
oh,
voice.
perfect
Your voice
time. Yeah. So Kelley, I'm like so grateful for you. Thank you so much for sharing, your journey with us. But I really think that all I'm doing is really being a facilitator, right? You're doing all the work. I feel like I have the easiest job, right? I'm running that mastermind, I feel like I have the easiest job because I'm basically saying, this is what we need to do. These are the decisions you'll need to make. And then you ladies are actually taking that and you're saying, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make this decision today because I can't get to the next step until I do this, right? And then you're also sitting down and building all of the things. So I'm not even in there. Like the funnels, the lead magnets, you're building it all. You ladies are doing it all. And when we meet every week, when we're celebrating our wins, it is so energizing. I'm like, ooh, like this is so cool. They are making so much progress. And I just feel so great that I am being in my element, right? By sharing and just sharing what I know, literally.
Yeah. That's why I'm super excited to be doing my small group coming up, because I get to be in your position and I get to watch my ladies achieve their goals and get out of their comfort zone. And it's going to be so exciting. Yeah. To be in your shoes and watch others.
Yeah. You're never ever going to want to take a vacation from that life.
No, I can totally see that. Yeah. It's going to fill a big bucket for me.
Yeah. Very energizing, very fulfilling.
Yes.
Okay. So Kelley, tell us a little bit about your program, the boot camp that you have created that's starting very soon. Tell us when it's starting and what's it about, and then I'll share the link.
Okay. Yeah. It starts Tuesday, May 9th. It's an evening course. It's a small group of 10 women max, and we will meet once a week on Zoom. And it's 4 weeks. We'll have a different lesson each week. You'll have worksheets and some exercises to do before the class, so that we can really dive deep once we get into class, because you have already done some of the foundation work. And you will have time with me every week on Boxer if you have questions or just need to run something by me, or you're like, I'm stuck. I'm fear factor has settled in, and I'll push you out of that. And then you also have a laser focus 30-minute session with me during the time. And we are going to take you from wherever you are. If you're completely paralyzed and stuck and you just feel like you're existing and you're going through the same cycle every day with waking up and going to work and eating dinner and going to bed, or if you're already out and doing things, but you're kind of scattered about it, we'll get you organized. And so it is called Beyond the Bucket List Boot Camp. And so it's more than just creating a bucket list. It's about getting deeper and like figuring out what your interests and passions are, and what's stopping you, what the obstacles and challenges are. And we're going to focus in on those, and we're going to actually create a bucket list, and you're going to choose a couple of things during the 4 weeks that we're together to accomplish. And so we're going to hold each other accountable and kind of scoot you out the door and get you busy getting out of your comfort zone and building up your confidence so that you're excited and ready to conquer the next mountain, like I was talking about earlier. So yeah, I'm excited. Can you tell?
So happy, so happy, so excited. So, Kelley, did you say May 9th or April 9th? I just want to make sure we have the date right.
April 9th.
April 9th, right? So by the end of April, you could actually literally have some things off your bucket list checked off, right?
Yes. And you can your mindset can be changed, and you can have more confidence and be ready to tackle the world.
I love it. So who is this boot camp perfect for? Who do you have in mind who should totally join?
I'm thinking women, especially, who are like 45 plus, who my ideal person for this group are empty nesters or women who are recently retired, who are just ready to tackle their next chapter, but they don't really quite know how. So, but it's open to any women, but I think those who are really ready for a new chapter and have been taking care of other people for the last decades, and ready to start spending some time taking care of themselves, those are the ideal ladies for this class.
I love it. I just think that in 4 weeks is a pretty short period of time, right? But I know that you're going to cover a lot of ground with everybody. And I'm just so excited about the value that you're packaging together in it, right? In 4 weeks. And I really love that you have kept it to 4 weeks. It's not like a super long program just when we're first starting out, because you really truly see results, right? You're like, you're going to make a decision, then you're going to take action, you're going to see results, and then you're going to figure out what you learned from that so that you can keep on going, right?
Yeah, it's there's not a ton of information in there. It's kind of high level, but you're definitely going to make progress, and you are definitely going to focus on different tasks to get you it's a process to get you from point A to point B. And then when you are finished with the first 4 weeks, if you want to continue, there will be actually two more sets of classes, of month-long classes, to dive even deeper.
Mm-hmm. Love it. And something else came to mind as you were saying that, Kelley. So I know that you're going to have people journal, right? Like figure some things out, but I know that you're so good with experiential learning, right? So I am excited to see that you're going to get people out there and doing things, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think, just reading a book or doing something, writing down exercises is one thing, but yeah, I am going to hold you accountable and support you in actually accomplishing a couple of things, kind of like you do with me.
A lot of love and care, right?
You are my example. Yes, there are lots of support, and that's another reason for the small group, because we're all in this together, and you're going to form a tribe who is supportive and who is walking the same walk that you are, and who you can bounce your fears off of and really soak up some good energy from.
Love it. As you're saying that, you just reminded me of new food Fridays. The new food you try on Fridays. One time you tried tamarind, and expressions were just like hilarious. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I had no idea what was going to be in that pod. I've never seen such a thing. Yeah, I need some ideas. If you're there, need some ideas for this Friday's food.
Yeah, try new things. I love it. I want to know, Kelley, what should we share for your social links? Where do you hang out the most?
I hang out mostly on Facebook. I throw out a bunch of my photographs from my travels in Reels on Instagram. You'll get a lot of information and a lot of motivation in Facebook. And then I have a few things on YouTube, but not too much yet, but I will. So if you're on Facebook, that would probably be number one. Number two would be Instagram.
Okay. I got your Instagram link here too. That is super cool. All right. Friend, whenever I have guests on my live streams, we do a round of rapid fire. Are you up for that?
Knew she's going to put me on the spot at some point. All right, I'm ready for you.
All right. We'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
What has been one of the most favorite presents you have ever gotten?
Oh, goodness. Favorite presents. It's usually experiences or something really practical. I know my daughter gave me concert tickets a couple of years ago, and that was fun because we get to go together. And yeah, I'd rather have an experience than something to hold.
Where did you go?
We saw Santana
Okay.
outside because I only like concerts that are outside.
Okay.
There's too many people. I'm an introvert. Too many people inside.
Oh, wow. You are an introvert and you travel the world. I love it.
By myself because I'm an introvert.
Very cool. Kelley, what is one of your most favorite foods?
Ice cream and spaghetti. Oh, sorry, one.
Ice cream and spaghetti. I was gonna say they don't. I don't know if they go together. But okay.
Spaghetti with meat sauce, followed by ice cream.
Okay. What flavor?
Oh, I'm not terribly picky. Not fruit flavored. Peanut butter and chocolate is my absolute favorite.
Okay.
Ice cream.
Beautiful. Friend, take me back to your childhood. What has been one of your most favorite childhood memories?
Playing soccer or playing sports in general. That's what filled me, and that's what gave me confidence as a child because I was successful at it. So yeah, playing soccer as a child, well, even as an adult, but yeah, as a child, that's what got me out of my shell.
Love it. Did you used to travel a lot when you were a child? No.
Yep. This is my first time really. I mean, I'm going to places I've never been to. We traveled, we always did road trips and we did them in Texas. We would go camping. So camping's in my DNA. But yeah, I was a single mom of 2 girls. So again, we did road trips in Texas. We did Disney World once. But yeah, so this is my chance to get out and do me.
Mm-hmm. So Kelley, I feel like I have like so many questions. So like how there are some people who are very like naturally adventurous, naturally curious, naturally adventurous. I feel like I'm one of those too. But there are people who really like thrive in certainty, right? So they don't take as many adventurous challenges and stuff like that. Do you think that you attract people who are adventurous, or do you think you also attract people who are like, yeah, that this will never be me, but I love her. Like I love what she does.
Exactly. I think, yeah, I think I attract people who are adventurous because we have things in common. But I think I attract those who wish they could be adventurous. It's just there's that wall there. So I think they like to live vicariously through me. So yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of both.
Okay. Who energizes you? People like you or people?
Yeah, people like me who are doing or have already done what I'm doing. I love hearing their stories, but then I also get super energized when I get to inspire other people. And if I'm at a restaurant or something and there's a group of ladies and in this neighborhood that I'm at right now, there's a lot of I'm probably one of the youngest people in this neighborhood and I'm 57. I'm not like super young, but we went to wine night last night and there are like these 10 ladies that are all older than me and we had a blast. So soaking up other people's energy just by me sharing my stories, that's super energizing as well.
Beautiful. Okay, who's one of your favorite celebrities?
Oh gosh, I'm terrible at names. A favorite celebrity, I like Dwayne Johnson. just because, like, if I had to have somebody's poster on my wall, it would be him. But I love his movies. I love that he inspires other people off camera and works with other people to get them out of their fear and, you know, getting in onto a more healthy lifestyle. And yeah, so off the top of my head, I would say him. He's just he does a lot of good, and he's funny, and he's pretty to look at.
Love it. Okay, what's one of your favorite books of all times?
Oh, The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren. I always think of the very first sentence, and it says, it's not about you. And I love living that way. That, yeah, we're not put on this earth just to be here. We're put on this earth to help others and to inspire others. And so, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite books for sure.
I was gonna say, no wonder we clicked so quickly, right? Because I totally feel that you're my people, right? Even in celebrities, right? Like I like what they, their performances and things like that. But I think what I like even more is who they are as human beings, and the ones who are doing good in the world, creating goodness in the world. Those are definitely my people. Those are definitely the ones I enjoy watching even more.
Yeah, when I find out that a celebrity has been a jerk or has done, isn't the person that he or she seems to be, I just go watching their shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Place where you continue to get pulled to that you want to keep going back to.
Oh, I keep struggling with, do I like to be by the ocean more, or do I like to be in the mountains more? And when I'm by the ocean, I like to be by the ocean. And when I'm in the mountains, I like to be in the mountains. People have asked me, one of the biggest questions I get the most often is, where's your favorite place been? And I usually have to tell them it's wherever I am, because it's always a new adventure. And yeah, there are places that I don't need to go back to, but there are a lot of places that I would love to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't just pick one, because it's just wherever I am,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm living the dream. I truly am.
I love it, Kelley. Okay, so I want to talk about a place that you have been, but you don't care to go back to.
Oh, I don't want to put like a city on the spot, because they're going to be, I'm not going to hire her. I live there.
Give me like a
state or something.
General idea of what you didn't enjoy, like an experience.
I have an answer for you. A big city.
Okay.
So I learned pretty quick. I mean, I'm from Dallas, so I'm a city girl, but I don't think I could. I don't think, whenever I'm done with this, hopefully that's not for a long time down the road, I think I will end up in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
I've just learned that I didn't realize, being in a big city, how much input there was and how much it just filled up your brain. Because when I got out into the world, into the mountains and, camping and all these little small towns that I've been in, I can actually think and I can remember things. And yeah, I mean, my brain's not full of all the lights and sounds. And yeah, so big cities.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm not making these rapid fire, am I?
I'm thinking, because I was born and I grew up in a big city. So when I moved to Delaware, I feel like total change of pace of life for me. So I remember the very first time I was in New York at the subway station for work, and I just stood there. I was a little bit lost. So I was like, I don't really know where I'm going. But as I stood there, I was like, oh my goodness, this actually feels like home.
Yeah, no. New York City is not on my list. Because again, it's the introvert in me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't like to be around all those people.
Mm-hmm.
I love my small groups, but yeah, I don't like big groups. They drain me.
Okay. What is one of your favorite quotes?
Life begins outside your comfort zone.
Woohoo!
It's kind of my mantra. It reminds me every day that, if I'm feeling, homesick or whatever, you're not living by sitting here and being depressed. Life begins out there. And so get out there and you're going to feel better. And you're going to have happy experiences. Even if it's not, the stellar experience, you're going to come back and say, I did something today. And yeah.
Absolutely. Totally going to put you on the spot. What is one of your favorite songs? And I'm going to have you sing it.
Holy cow. Favorite song? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Have I mentioned that my brain goes blank when I'm put on the spot?
I shouldn't say that then. Okay, we're not putting you on the spot. What's your favorite song?
You already did. I have no idea. But I'm a horrible singer, so it's probably a good thing that I have no idea.
Oh my god! Now I must hear this. Okay, who do you like listening to? Who's your
I like country music and I like contemporary Christian music.
Okay, who's one of your favorite singers?
Miranda Lambert.
Okay, now
Taylor, huh?
Now let's sing something.
I'd have to get on my phone. I mean, seriously, I can't even think of the lyrics and then to have to put the music to it. I'm horrible at that. Give me a song and I will sing it.
Okay.
But don't make me think of a song.
Okay. So I like Lionel Richie. I like his famous song, Hello.
Oh my God. Hello, is it me you're looking for? See, I'm a terrible singer.
I can see it in your eyes.
I can see it in your smile. I forgot the rest.
Yeah, me too.
Sing it. Oh, no, you have it. Get out of your comfort zone and sing that song.
That was so fun.
Okay. I just go to. That I can't. Brick.
Again.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on. I need to see this.
I already sang one song. He only asked for one.
Okay, Kelley, what's a piece of advice you'll give to your younger self?
Don't be so fearful and afraid of what other people think. Just be you. If you want to go do something, don't not do it because you're afraid of being embarrassed or afraid of what other people are going to think or say. Just do it. Because they're probably the reason why, if they are making faces or anything, is because they're afraid to do it.
I like that thought process.
That's what I tell myself anyway. When I'm making a fool of myself singing Lionel Richie on YouTube.
So one way I really get myself to take action is by challenging myself, right? So if something is so scary, I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's no way. And then I'm going to challenge myself. Can I do it? So as soon as I hear, can I do it? I'm like, of course I can.
Right? Yeah. I'll show you.
Yeah. Most of the time, just to myself.
That's okay. Or you have this imaginary, bullies over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Kelley, I'm going to ask you one more question about our mastermind program. If somebody's on the fence about joining that program, what would you say to them? I think that's also
get
scary.
off the fence and call Timmy. Because if you want to succeed in online creation or content creation of whatever your niche is, you need to learn how to do things yourself. Because even if you hire somebody to do it, you need to be able to talk the language and make little corrections so that you're not waiting on them when it's something simple that you could be doing. Um, and yeah, this is coming from somebody who was terrified of even pushing enter 12 weeks ago. And I am telling you, take the class. Don't delay. I'm sure a new one starts in a couple of weeks and you need to be in it.
This is the first time I'm hearing that you're scared of hitting enter. We're totally going to show your, is it okay if we show your sales page for your new program?
Oh, sure. No, I'm not afraid of like launching something. I'm afraid I'm going to break whatever I'm working on by pushing the wrong buttons.
Okay. So what you're about to see is something Kelley has created herself. And she's the human being who's saying that she's afraid that she's gonna
break it.
She's not gonna break it. Look how
No,
beautiful.
I'm learning that. I'm getting so much more confident on the computer now. That I know there's always buttons that will bring it back if I lose it.
Kelley, I'm stealing this. I'm gonna tell people that there are always buttons. They'll bring it back. So
there's always buttons. They'll bring it back.
Just click it. Click the button. Look how beautiful this looks. I am so excited. This makes me so happy. This makes me want to keep doing this work. This makes me want to show up and, keep going when I'm seeing.
You are helping women get out of their comfort zones every day by doing what you do. Because you make it doable. You make it safe. And you're very safe to ask stupid questions too.
Oh my God.
Because you never make me feel dumb.
No stupid questions, especially when it comes to tech. No.
Oh goodness, yeah. It's scary. But I could even teach someone the super basics of how to make a landing page now, when before I didn't even know that you needed a landing page for something. So there you go.
We're so sharing your link, simplynoregrets.com/BBL bootcamp. Please sign up. Kelley is so amazing. You're going to love learning from her. She is so flexible and so encouraging every step of the way. You're never going to feel that you're failing, and you're going to get things checked off your bucket list. I cannot recommend you enough, Kelley. You're such a blessing, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I gotcha.
We're a good team.
We are.
All right. Any last messages, any last words you want to share?
I don't think so. Whether you join the boot camp or not, just get out there and start taking baby steps and challenge yourself every day to do something new.
Amen.
Amen.
Love it. All right, friend. Thank you so much for being here, blessing me with your presence. I cannot wait to see you next time. We're so going to do this soon. I want to have you back after your boot camp is finished, because I want to hear about that experience, because that'll be so fun. And I'm going to be in the boot camp, so I'll be seeing it from the inside too, but we'll recap it together. It'll be really fun.
Awesome. I would love that. I have some ideas.
Okay.
Thank you for having me. I had a fun time.
Likewise. Now we're gonna have Lionel Richie ringing in our
hello, goodbye. It was lovely meeting you. Okay.
Until next time, friends.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.